are to blame. This morning, Governor Newsom responded on X, saying an executive order to rebuild Mars would be just as useful. He said the main obstacle is communities not having the money to rebuild. And then he begged the president to release the federal disaster aid you're withholding. The statement ended with, "Please help."
Wait, did you see this? Governor Gavin Newsom just compared Donald Trump's latest executive order to a plan for rebuilding Mars. The political war between California and the White House just hit a boiling point over the Los Angeles wildfire recovery. You need to see how this started.
President Trump taking the reins in California, signing a new executive order to bypass Democrats and fast-track the rebuild of Los Angeles after last year's deadly wildfires. Our senior national correspondent, William LaJeunesse, is reporting live out of Los Angeles on that for us. Hello, William.
Hey, Sandra, when federal money is involved, the president can do a lot. But no, he is not taking over the LA building department. What he is doing is trying to speed up the rebuild by directing the Small Business Administration and FEMA to draft regulations to preempt state and local building codes. Now, the big one would allow builders and contractors like plumbers, electricians, architects to self-certify their work to federal agencies, that they have complied with state and local standards, bypassing city and county inspectors. That's often the bottleneck. Now, some cities already allow it, but yeah, developers tell me that could really speed up the process.
This is actually a massive power move by the president. By ordering FEMA and the SBA to bypass local building codes, Trump is effectively taking the keys away from the city of Los Angeles. Look at the footage of these neighborhoods. They've been sitting in ruins for a year because of permit delays. The order allows contractors to self-certify, which basically means they can start building without waiting for a local inspector to sign off on every single pipe and wire. It's a complete workaround of state authority. Newsom is clearly fuming because it makes the state look like the bottleneck for the victims. Whether you like the politics or not, for the families living in trailers right now, this is the first real movement they've seen in 12 months. It's a surgical strike against the red tape reputation that California has struggled with for years.
In the latest humiliating move from Governor Gavin Newsom, he has decided to investigate TikTok as if he is the federal government. TikTok has been accused recently of censoring people on the platform for what they call anti-ICE speech, and also the word Epstein. Obviously, we'll show you the objective truth throughout this video, but let's just do this first. Like this video, share this video, leave a comment down below, and please do not forget to subscribe. Guys, this comes at TikTok.
Now, let's talk about the irony here. Newsom is launching a state-level investigation into TikTok for allegedly censoring anti-Trump content. This comes right after the deal that gave Larry Ellison and Oracle a massive stake in the platform. It's wild to see the roles reversed. Usually we hear about the right claiming censorship, but now the left is sounding the alarm because of the new ownership. Newsom shared a screenshot showing the word Epstein being blocked in DMs, claiming it's a violation of state law. This is a huge shift in the platform's power dynamics. If California successfully sues or penalizes TikTok under state moderation laws, it sets a precedent that could change how every social media app operates within state lines. It's not just a tweet, it's a legal landmine.
3 of the world's biggest tech companies face a landmark trial today in Los Angeles focused on whether their social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram are causing mental health disorders in children. This is the very first in a series of trials expected to take place in the coming months and is seen as a bellwether of how those cases may also play out. The complaint was filed by a 20-year-old who began using social media as a kid and became addicted. She says this resulted or worsened her depression, anxiety, and even suicidal thoughts. And according to her attorney, again, these are the claims at an early age, addicted.
While that's happening, there's another war in a Los Angeles courtroom. This is the first time we're seeing Meta, YouTube, and TikTok, before they settled this specific case, actually face a jury over deliberate design for addiction. The lawyers here aren't just arguing that social media is bad, they are comparing it to big tobacco and slot machines. They're claiming the companies used neurobiological tricks to keep kids hooked, leading to a mental health crisis. Even though TikTok settled this specific bellwether case right before the trial, Meta and YouTube are still in the hot seat. This trial is the canary in the coal mine for over 1,500 similar lawsuits across the country. If the jury awards a massive payout here, it could bankrupt the business models of these platforms as we know them.
TikTok is blaming a power outage, not just any power outage, but a massive breakdown at a data center that led to a, quote, cascading systems failure. As a result, the app has been on the fritz for several days now. Some people seeing videos get stuck in the review process. Others with really big followings finding they're getting 0 likes on videos. Some is getting back to normal to some degree today, but folks, especially on the left, have been looking around and saying, hey, Trump just set up this new U.S. ownership structure. Trump-approved investors are now in charge of the app, and all of a sudden things are broken, and it seems that my opinions against ICE or Border Patrol aren't being published. You can understand why there was this scrutiny on social media and all these complaints that have bubbled up on social media in the past couple of days. But here's what TikTok said in a news statement earlier today. Quote,
To make matters even more chaotic for TikTok, they just suffered a cascading systems failure right as the new owners took over. CNN is reporting 0 views on new videos and disappearing likes. People are jumping to conspiracy theories about the algorithm being retrained for political bias, but the engineers are blaming a literal power outage at a data center. It's the worst possible timing for a technical glitch. When you're trying to prove you aren't manipulating the feed, having the feed break entirely isn't a great look. Between the lawsuits, the outages, and the governor of California knocking on the door, TikTok's American era is off to a very rocky start. What do you think? Is this about safety or just a massive power grab? Drop a comment below and hit that follow button for the next update.